With Elliott. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Oh, there's through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
And open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready? 60 Eagles.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Bronco 80. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Go.
Now Gino on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Come on. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7, Cup 19. Cup on the ball, on the ball. Ready?
On first down, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And that was the middle waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
After the interception, here's Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
Oh, I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Elliott running right. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. Walker hit and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's got room.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Tariq Woolen. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Ball delivered complete on the crossing route Gallup. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defense advantage, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Kill.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
47.
On third down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Hey, kill.
On second down, Prescott again.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Play action now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. From the pistol, Ferguson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. His throw incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On 2nd down, Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Prescott on 4th down. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Ready.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Hold it ready.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end.
Here we go.
From the 28, it's second and 5. Throwing is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Go.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Shreds him with a stiff arm. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here's Tariq Woolen bringing it out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 35 on second down, Prescott, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Liking 18. 18, Pioneer.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of
score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
65 catch, 65 catch, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
70 Lions.
Ready. Play action. It's Smith.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card match.
Here we go, here we go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Smith.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Geno's going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand,
Let's go
it's an
now.
opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 6 yards away.
And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Takes it at the 7.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here is the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On play action, Prescott rolling to his left.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an...
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
19 Lions.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Ready?
Throwing now, Smith. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa forced his way through. For Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Oh, that's into double coverage and enters. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Takes it at the 7th.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win. And now here is another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out. They're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This one taken just inside the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
In motion left is a running back. After the interception, here's Smith. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just